Hello, my name is Anthony Smitha. I'm a security specialist at Monustay, a managed security services provider. Every day we strive to protect our customers' digital assets and IT infrastructure. Today I want to speak to you about something that I find kind of fun whenever I'm setting up access to a group of files or a computer or some other form of resource. And these are ACLs. ACLs can be incredibly tedious, but I get a certain amount of pride or even fun from a well-created ACL list. But there's something that I found which tripped me up the first time that I ran into it, and I figured I just wanted to share this with you. Deny trumps allow across the board. So usually the way that you arrange your permissions is you have all of your allows first, and then you set up your last denies. Whether this is a firewall rule or file access or computer access, what usually happens is you give a certain group access to use the resource, whatever the resource may be. And then included in this group, you add a list of, let's say, people, because it's easier just to talk about people or user accounts than it is to talk about computers, but the same thing applies. So you have a list of people that you've added into a security group, and this security group has access to a resource. Well, lo and behold, one of the people in there doesn't have access to the resource. Well, why not? Quick question. Have you created a deny list? If you create a deny list, you put it into the resource and you say this group cannot access this list. Well, what ends up happening is that if you have a person who happens to be a member of both groups, then that person cannot access the resource that you gave him permission to because he belongs to a security group that has been denied access to that resource. It's kind of fun. The way to get around this is you usually don't need to create deny lists. There are a few cases where you do need to create deny lists, but for the most part, you don't need to create deny lists. And the reason for that is because there's an understood, if you're not on the allow list, then you are denied rule, if you will, that gets applied to the end of all access control lists, all ACLs. And that's kind of a relief, because if you had to create both an allow list and a deny list, there could very easily be a security hole somewhere in there because you get a user or a computer or a situation which doesn't really fall neatly into either category. So if you create an allow list, by design, those people who are not in the allow list don't have access to the resource, which can be a lot easier than having to create both the allow list and the deny list. If you'd like to learn more, please give us a call at 703-988-7221 or visit our website at www.monustay.net. Have a blessed day.